Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Hi guys, welcome to another video. I have got my oat milk cappuccino. I'm currently at a cafe and I thought, why not do a Q&A? Because the sun is out and I'm in my favourite place, got my favourite drink, so why not? So I did ask for some, hopefully you can hear me because it's quite noisy here, but I did ask for some questions on my Instagram and you guys delivered, so I thought we could chat through them and yeah, just have a casual Q&A vid because I feel like I haven't done one of these in so long. So let's get started. Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode. How are you all doing? I am desperate to have some of this. So good. Just so flipping good. I wonder how long it is going to be until the sun really starts to annoy me. But we're just going to go with that. Okay, so the first question is, what is your favourite movie to watch? What is my favourite movie to watch? Now, I don't actually like movies because I can't sit still for that long. So I literally never watch movies, ever. I can't actually remember the last time I watched a movie. It's so bad. I watched all the Harry Potter ones because Harry Potter's my special interest. But honestly, I can't actually remember when I last watched a movie. So I honestly don't know the answer to that one. I watch a lot of series because I can last for about 45 minutes. And apart from that, I can't do any more. I love true crime. That's a special interest. Anything true crime related. And like criminology, forensics, all that sort of stuff. So yeah, anything like that. If you're in the UK, then Channel 5 do really good like documentaries and stuff like that. I don't know if is Channel 5 just in the UK? Who knows? But anyway, that's probably it. Okay, so next question is, how do I deal with meltdowns? Now this is a really hard one because I don't actually have that many meltdowns anymore because I've kind of built my life like literally based on built around me and my needs. Like my life is very autism friendly and stuff like that, and it's like very accommodating, I would say, compared to how like where I was 2 years ago or even 3 years ago. So yeah, and I think that's just down to like obviously having an eating disorder. I've been isolated for so long, and it's like, you know, I haven't really gone back into the world like since that, and like obviously that's not like I want to do that and stuff like that, but it's more about doing it in a way that's manageable for me and not just going straight back into like mainstream, going straight back into this. Like it's kind of like building a life around what I actually want to do. And like if I don't want to like reintegrate in a certain way and don't want to do like the norm, then why should I? You know what I mean? Like I can just build my life of what works for me, and I think that's really empowering, and like that really helps with like meltdowns because it's like, you know, I don't really get them anymore. Because yeah, like I've got a good routine and stuff like that, and I think that really, really helps. But talking of that, I did actually have 2 meltdowns last week or the week before, and honestly, I forgot what they were like. They are so tiring. One of them was like kind of like a meltdown / panic attack, and honestly, it was so like scary and so intense. Like I haven't felt like that in such a long time. But I think what helps me is kind of like getting out of the situation, having some time by myself, actually resting, because they are so tiring, like so tiring. And I guess just like just having some time and just watching trashy TV and just like, you know what I mean, like just having some decompression time. I think that's really important, and then go to resolve the issue or like go to talk about the issue or what happened or whatever, because I feel like when you're in a meltdown, you're like so overstimulated that it's really hard to like formulate words and stuff like that. So I think you just got to give it some time and then go and approach the issue and stuff like that. But no, it's never ever ever your fault. And actually meltdowns are so scary. They're not like temper tantrums or like, you know what I mean, whatever that is. Like they are so scary. Sorry, coffee break. They are so scary and they're so intense that like you need to just be kind to yourself, because they are a lot. They are a lot, and it's never your fault. So yeah, that's the answer to that one. Next up, book recommendations for explaining awesome to your friends and family. Now this would be a great one to ask my mum, because I'm actually dyslexic, and I really don't read books. Like, I really struggle with books. I do English Lit A level, and I didn't read any of the set text because I can't read. Like, it's not okay. Obviously, I can read, but like, it would probably take me like 5 years to read one book. So I obviously listen to all my set text on like audiobook, and like Audible is my best friend. But yeah, I don't know. I actually don't have many. If I find any, then I will let you know. But as I said, like, I really don't really read many. This coffee is so good. Next question. What is different about your lifestyle because of being autistic? Now, I've kind of touched on this, but the main thing is probably school, because I do online school. And I think that was a big thing since being really unwell. Obviously, I couldn't go to school because I was really sick and in hospital or whatever. So, like, actually knowing that not going back to school was actually a really important part of my recovery, because if I had gone back to school, I'm 99% sure that I would not be sitting here today how I am. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think I could have recovered if I went back to school, just because the environment is not one that like would help my recovery, if that makes sense. Like, putting myself back into the environment where I got sick, like, it's not gonna help me recover. It's just literally like contradictory, and like, it just doesn't make any sense. So yeah, online school, I think that's definitely helped. I also had home tutoring for a while, which was amazing. Like, honestly, I would not be the person I am today without home tutoring. Like, I would not be able to speak at all. You know, I like literally didn't speak. I was literally like completely mute, and then now I'm like talking and speaking at webinars and stuff like that in my job, which is crazy. Again, my job, that's really, really helped me. And I wouldn't have done that without being autistic, because my job is all to do with autism eating disorders. So yeah, crazy. What else? I feel like I wouldn't be the person I am today, because if I hadn't known I'm autistic, I feel like I wouldn't be like so empowered and so open and so confident in myself. Like, I would just feel like there's a lot of like, when you don't know who you are, it's really hard to like be confident and stuff like that, because you don't know who you are. If that makes no sense, but like, you know what I mean? Like, having that diagnosis is like, it really helped me just actually understand who I am and actually just allow myself to be myself. So I think that's really important. And what else? I think as well, like, knowing when to push yourself and knowing when to like, actually, it's not worth it. Like, some things, it's like, I went to the Well Energy Festival. I was actually a brand ambassador for the Well Energy Festival, which I am going to talk about later. Knowing when to push yourself and like, actually, I do want to go to that, and like, that will be good for me. It's going to be anxiety provoking. It's going to be hard, but I want to do it. And that was one of those things. But there's other things, like certain things that's like, actually, it's not worth me pushing myself. Like, I'm not a neurotypical person, and I don't need to conform to societal norms for the sake of it. You know what I mean? I don't have to do X, Y, Z for the sake of it. You know what I mean? Like, I can ask for accommodations, and I can adapt things and stuff like that. Like, that is okay, and I don't have to push myself to put myself in a neurotypical person's shoes just for the sake of that is what the norm is in society, if that makes sense. And I think as well, since I've been working with my brain and like created a life for me and what I like and around what I want to do in life, which another key thing is, I had a big tangent, but I used to play the cello. I was actually grade 8, and then I quit because I was like, you know what, I actually hate this. And then I started gymnastics, which I'd already done like in the garden and stuff like that, but I actually went to a club. And I cannot tell you how much I love gymnastics. Like, I just love it. Like, I've never felt happiness in my life. Like, true happiness. Like, I have there. Like, it's insane. I feel so loved. And I'm so grateful for gymnastics and my club and everything like that. And, oh my gosh, I can't emphasize enough how important gymnastics has been. Like, I think in so many ways it saved my life. Like, the people there and everything, it saved my life, because it is my reason for recovery, because I want to go there and I love it. I cannot explain how much I love it, and I can be myself, and that is just worth everything. Like, no matter what I've achieved in these past couple of years, like, that is like just the best thing ever. ever, ever, ever. So yeah, I love that. So yeah, definitely that. And that's like doing a hobby that I love rather than what everyone else wants me to do, or like what school says I should do, or like this sort of stuff. Like, you know, my GCSEs, I did my GCSEs and I taught myself 5 of the subjects or 4 of the subjects because I didn't have a teacher. Taught all of them for 9 months because I didn't have teachers at all. You know what I mean? Like, I did that and that was great, and that was, you know, I'm really proud of myself for that. But I wouldn't say like I grew as a person doing that. What I've grown as a person is since going to gymnastics, I have grown as a person because I have learned social skills. I have learned being myself. I have learned new skills like in gymnastics. I've learned to believe in myself. I've learned self-love and like compassion and like, you know what I mean? Like, I've just found myself, and that is worth more than any GCSEs. You know what I mean? Like, even though I taught myself my GCSEs, got 9s, whatever, gymnastics is, you know, the thing I'm most proud of, and I think that really tells something. Yeah, that was a massive tangent, but yeah, that's the answer to that one. Next question, how was Wellnergy? Oh my gosh, it was great. It was actually really good. Going there was really hard. I went with a friend and all the train lines were shut, which is like really hard because I really struggle with public transport. So that was really hard when it took 2.5 hours to get there, and it should have taken like just over an hour. That was really hard. But talk about travel training, and I was actually talking to my mum about this. Yes, so many things went wrong, but I coped with it. And if you told me the day before how many things would have gone wrong, I wouldn't have done it. But it actually tells so much that like I actually did it and it was fine, even though so many things went wrong. So I think that was an amazing like blessing actually. And yeah, the wellness festival was really good. It did rain. We got so many freebies, like so many freebies. It's actually a joke. I've been doing a little series on my Instagram, like taste testing products I've seen on my For You page, because there were so many freebies at this festival, and these are all products that I've seen on my For You page. So I've been doing that little series, so make sure to follow me if you want to see that. So yeah, that was really good, and it was really fun to be invited to my first festival, so I'm very grateful for that. Next up, plan on getting any tattoos? No, I'm too indecisive. I want to get loads more piercings. The slight thing with me is that I either have a high pain threshold, or I actually just, or dare I say it, quite enjoy piercings, because you know what I mean? Like, it's kind of like self-harm, if you get what I mean. Like, it is just, it distracts from the pain, the mental pain. And I think once you've had an eating disorder, like, nothing feels painful anymore. So that is something I do have to be careful with, because I could get 12 piercings in a day and it wouldn't like bother me. But yeah, I do want to get more piercings. Obviously, I've got my nose, my belly, my ears, which are quite major ones. But I have got some more planned. But they're just so flipping expensive. And also, I don't like waiting 6 weeks until change them. Like, I haven't changed these in honestly like 9 months. But like, you know what I mean? Like, I do really want to get loads, but if I do get more, I feel like I'd get quite a lot, because I don't want to keep having to wait to change the studs. I mean, I do kind of like tattoos. My sister and brother both have tattoos. So maybe I will one day, but I think I'm very indecisive. And last question, tips to recover from an eating disorder. Oh my gosh, this is such a huge one, and I feel like I would do a whole nother video on this. But my biggest piece of advice, I could talk for hours on this, but my biggest piece of advice is you've got to want it. Like, you've got to want to recover. And if you don't want to recover, or you're not ready yet, I think that is something that you really need to work on to be able to recover. Because honestly, like, you can do whatever you put your mind to, and I have no doubt that whoever's watching this can, you know, recover from their eating disorder. If you want it bad enough, like, you can do it. And I think it's just about knowing that it is absolutely so worth it. And take it from me, like someone who nearly unexisted themselves and never thought it would be worth it. Like, I'm sitting here today, I'm smiling, and it is worth it. Like, I'm not recovered, but it is so worth it. And I just hope that anyone who's watching this knows that it is so worth it, and that I'm cheering you on and stuff like that. And, you know, I'm here for you, and I'm always here for my DMs or whatever. But if you don't quite want to recover yet, then I think it's like this analogy that I made up kind of describes it. And it's like, so you're a caterpillar and turning into a butterfly is so scary. And when you're in the cocoon, it is dark and it is safe and it is comfortable. But living in the cocoon for the rest of your life isn't beautiful, and it isn't going to allow you to fly. And I think taking that leap from being in the cocoon to the butterfly is so beyond scary. But just imagine when you can fly and spread your wings, like, it's so beautiful. And I think sometimes you have to just do it step by step. Just change a few things at once. You don't have to change everything at once. Like, obviously some people do all in and stuff, but like, you don't have to change everything at once. But just do it for yourself and do it so you can feel happy. Like, you deserve to feel happiness, and I think that's the biggest thing. You deserve happiness, and you should allow yourself to recover and allow yourself to be free and allow yourself to fly. So on that note, I am going to end this video here. The sun didn't annoy me too much. I'm going to end this video here. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, make sure to give it a massive thumbs up. Please subscribe if you're new. That would be absolutely amazing. It would be lovely to see you stick around. Please comment some video ideas you want to see. I am actually got some exciting things coming up, so I'm very excited with that. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys soon for a brand new video. Bye guys.